TikTok or influencer stocks? What are they and why should you be very wary of them? Welcome back to HTL Finance. It's of course Harry here back again. It's been a little while since I've uploaded, about 70 days I think now, which wasn't my intention, but I've been on a couple of holidays and been busy, but do want to get back into the regular, more frequent content than that. So if you enjoy this video, please do like and subscribe for more future content. What I'm dubbing TikTok stocks or influencer stocks is a very much growing trend, especially for anyone that is on TikTok especially, but it's the same on other social media platforms, and especially within the finance space, but more specifically the investing space. I think anyone that is in that Twitter sphere, TikTok sphere, on their For You page will see a lot of influencers, often small creators, touting certain stocks that they should be buying or that they recommend, which are becoming, I think, a bit more of an issue as time goes on. Essentially, the business model for these people, they recommend a stock, usually a stock that has a few key characteristics. It does tend to be a tech stock because that's a high growth industry. They are often low unit cost, penny stocks, under $10 a stock. Generally, they are usually US stocks. And they're probably also companies that you've never heard of. What people do is they say, buy this stock. This is, this has a 10x returns, or, the risk versus reward is great for this stock. And while that is, there are some parts of this that are okay, there are also a lot of parts that aren't. I do think generally people should always be wary of creators that do this, and the do your own research mantra that I preach on this channel is very applicable here, and is what I would say to anyone who is looking at people promoting stocks online. You do not know necessarily why they are promoting things. They may be paid to promote things, they may have positions that they want to potentially manipulate the market by making things go up and down, and which they could do through a large following if they have that, and they also don't care or know about your specific risk tolerances, nor do they talk about risk tolerances half the time. It is usually, buy this stock, we expect it to go up, you take your money out. It's generally swing trading, but there are a lot of people for which swing trading isn't what they want to be doing or good, and I think it's this that I think is very risky for new investors, and is hence me making this video. Something else that I think is also odd is that, and I think is a sign of another issue with these sorts of stocks, is that there are certain stocks that all of these creators, or many of the creators within this sphere, do promote. So if someone promotes one, often they will all promote the same thing. Big Bear AI is one that I've seen this happen with. Rich Tech is another one that loads of people have promoted, basically just because it's had a few good weeks. It's sort of doubled or tripled in value, but that obviously doesn't mean that will continue. These are penny stocks and tech stocks, and by definition are very risky on the whole, and that is why they promote these stocks, because they can say they have a big return. The issue is that when they get one right, they can obviously promote that, but when they get something wrong, they won't promote it to that same degree. And that's sort of how they try to create a following, is by focusing on what they get right and ignoring what they get wrong. The extension to this, and I think this is where this sort of business model for them is going, is a lot of them have paid Discord platforms or other Telegram maybe, where people can pay a fee to track their trades, and they make money that way. And what that means is regardless of whether the trades are good or bad, they will make a lot of money. And some of these platforms are very expensive. I think one that I've seen is $1,500 for a lifetime membership, which is a bit of an arbitrary figure and a bit strange, given you have no guarantees of someone supporting this Discord group for any period of time. So it's obviously profitable. They wouldn't do it otherwise, and it's a growing phenomenon. But it's to be wary of these people and stick to good creators that don't tend to push single stocks, or they may promote a trading idea, such as dollar cost averaging sort of approaches that are proven and data driven, but what they don't do is try and sell or shill individual stocks. Generally, to me, that is a sign of what is a good creator and what is a bad creator. I think generally what you want to do is, if you are tempted by any of these, is put only a very, very small part of your total portfolio in one. I'll put some screenshots here of I invested in one that I've seen a few people talk about, which is a real estate AI platform. This one I have done a bit of research on myself, and to me it seems like a decent investment, which is why I put some money into it. But this one, in this example, lost 20, it was up about 4 or 5%, but then lost 23% the day, within I think about 6 hours of me investing in it. It is a sub-dollar now, a sub-dollar stock, and is very high volatility. So it's with these sorts of stocks, because they all tend to be like this, just be very careful and don't put 50% or even 10% or 5% of your total capital or net worth into these things. Be very, very wary. It should also be said that a lot of the people that do promote these stocks, you have to be wary of how much they know or understand, or their methods for recommending a stock. Some of them may have good knowledge of stocks, and even by good is a very tough definition. There's a lot of people that, just because someone has a lot of profit on their portfolio doesn't mean that they know what they're doing, and vice versa. So you need to be very careful of why they're recommending these stocks, how much do they know, and what are their reasons for doing it. Some of them will have done some research, looked at market trends, looked at some things in the sphere or where the company operates, read some of the documents that they put out, and run some calculations on some of their financials. Others will just go on Morningstar, look at some analyst recommendations and go, yeah, this looks good. Or even more basic than that, we'll just see that it's gone up 100% in the last week and blindly think that this will continue. And if it does continue, can claim this as a great recommendation. So that's the video for today. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope this has been informational and useful to all of you. If you have any comments on this topic, please put them down below. It'd be interesting to get some discourse and see what all of you think about it. Maybe it's just me that has this in their TikTok For You page, but I'm pretty sure, given by the amounts of comments and likes that these posts have, that it'll be the viewers of content like this that will see a lot of this. And I think it's why it's useful me making this video. But anyway, it's been Harry from HTL Finance. I'll see you next time.